that, and how much do you think the offensive line has taken that burden?
I didn't hear what he said. So what did he say? I didn't.
That basically the offensive line has sort of been to blame for Tennessee not being as good over the last couple of years.
Well, I think they all feel like they've had a big part of it, and I'm sure that there's been a lot of places that hadn't been as successful as we wanted, and I know they feel like that they've been a big part of that, and I think they're eager to try to prove that, but they're not the only reason why. But I do feel like they have a little bit of one of the major areas to improve, which it definitely needed to be, was the play up front. So I think they sensed that and are tired of having that. But I didn't realize what he said.
Do you see a different mentality with the offensive line this year compared to last year?
Yeah, I think that we're older, we're stronger, more mature. I think so you've seen a lot of progress from some of those guys, just as they've grown a little bit in the program and getting older. And then we have some new guys now that have added some depth of guys that can or have the ability to play and be successful. So I think that's a plus.
How would you assess where Darnell and Wanye are right now?
They're young. I think they're both having good days and then bad days a little bit. A lot of it has to do with the age that they're at right now. This is probably tougher than they've ever practiced, and against better competition. So, it's a year ago they were getting ready to play a game tonight, probably in a high school game. So I think they've had to deal with that a little bit, but they're doing some good things. We got to just keep them going in the right path.
What are fair expectations for them as freshmen?
Through the whole recruiting process and now is to come in, compete, and try to win a starting job and help us get where Tennessee's supposed to be.
Jeremy talked about you guys probably rotating 8 to 10 guys up front to start the season. Do you think it's almost a couple games that it may take a couple games for you guys to find that the best 5 there?
Yeah, I think that has a big part of it, and nobody's really just jumped out and said I'm the guy. Hey, you can't get me off the field, really. They've all had days, but also we would like to play as many people as possible, and that's kind of always been my philosophy, and Coach Pruitt's too. The more people you play, the more you can wear down a team, and the better it is for building your program. That guys get experience, and that's easy. The hard part is finding enough guys that can go in and allow you to be competitive. So, I feel like we've improved that, whereas a year ago we were just trying to find 5 that could go out there. I think we've improved that part, and that we will play a lot of people.
Coach Chaney's been spending a lot of time, seems like, with the offensive line lately. What's his contribution been there and influence?
Just extra eyes. I mean, you got 5 guys going in a drill. Well, it's harder to, if you split it up, you can focus on 2 or 3 guys. He can take 2 or 3 guys. I mean, it's kind of how my wife is a little bit, like with the kids. Like in the summer on vacation, I've got 3, and when it was 1, it was easy, and then 2 was when it became 3, it got a little harder, and needed a little help sometimes. But that just extra set of eyes. We 2-spot so many different things, so a lot of times, you got my GA's is on one field and I'm on the other field, and when you're able to put you can half up the group going, you can really center in on what you're trying to improve on, those type things.
Is there a specific way you guys have divided that?
No different than anybody would. Hey, you take these guys, they need to work on this. I'll take these guys and work on that. Kind of stuff, and go from there.
We talk about the benefits of cross-training with the offensive linemen, some playing tackling guards, some playing guard and center.
Yeah, you'd like to always be able to do that. I think that's important for, number one, they learn the big picture instead of just one position, and as soon as you can learn everybody's role, I think it makes it easier for you as a player, so that helps them. Then the other thing, it allows you to, no matter what happens with injuries or what may be the case, you can always get your best 5, the next guy up, instead of possibly the maybe it's the 8th lineman is the, if you rated them 1 through 10 or whatever, and number 8 was the backup right tackle. If he's the only guy that can go at right tackle, there's 2 guys that are better than him that could be in the ball game. So on that, but you get what
It's
I'm
close.
saying, you know. But just to be able to get your best guys on the field if something happens, and basically just train them, and plus for those guys it adds value to them down the road and everything you can do.
Well, what do you think the biggest thing the line has made an improvement from practice 1 through 18 thus far?
For the first time, this week there was a couple of days in the team run period, and we really were really playing physical and playing on their side of the ball a lot. So that's something that was pleasing to see this week, and so we just got to keep going. Got another week and a half to try to get ready, but that I think we're playing more physical than we did this time a year ago.
As you're trying to figure out who's going to play, what's the most important factor that you guys? If we got to have this, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, or how many guys can play?
Well, I think you who's going to make the least amount of mistakes. We want to play. Jim calls it play clean. You guys probably heard Jim say that, and that means not killing yourself. And so who's going to make the least amount of mistakes, and then from there, obviously, you have the talent and the physical abilities and stuff. But you got to start, especially in the offensive line, and who's going to limit the mistakes.
How much difference have you seen with Marcus with the weight gain? How much more physical is he?
Oh, he's done a lot better. I tell you, I think it was important when we first got here. He was not a very heavy guy. He's gained a good amount of weight and looks a lot better, and that's helped him a lot.
Going back to Marcus's comments, and was there a point late last season or maybe in the off season where you felt you kind of had to restore the confidence of some of these returning linemen? What do you think their confidence levels at right now?
I think so. I think, truth of the matter is that those guys hadn't had a lot of success, okay? And so I think that, like in anything else, that confidence is a big part of what you're trying to do and be successful. So, I think, with being confident, a lot of it is growing and being stronger and knowing what to do better allows you to be more confident. And so that by just a year older has helped them there, and they need some. It's time for us to get this program turned around, go in the right direction. The only way for them to gain confidence is do it right, and do it well. And anything else is just going to be talking about it. So,
you got some new faces, but how would you compare this group as a whole from right now to where they were a year ago?
I think we're right now compared to a year ago, we're playing better. We're still nowhere where we want to be, and we're still day to day and looking for more consistency. But we're better than we were a year ago.
How important is it to have Brandon back at center, kind of being an anchor?
Yeah, Brandon does a really good job of holding things together. He's a calming effect. I know that may sound crazy, but we put a lot on our center, and Brandon's a smart kid and does a really good job of getting everybody in the right direction. So that's a big plus.
Two more guys physical, and I wonder if that's because of your strength coach or is that a mindset?
We got a great strength coach. Fitz, he's outstanding. He's done a great job with these guys, and he does a great job in getting them ready for us when we come to practice and improved. I mean, the numbers were terrible last year, and just a little bit of time compared to now to then has improved a lot. I know he's continued to work with them, and so that has a big part of it. And then also, just mental toughness and those type things.
How about that Trey's status? How does that kind of impact the way y'all prepare going into a season, not knowing what you have with him or without him, and what kind of difference can he make if you do end up having him?
Well, I think obviously Trey's a good football player, and like we said earlier, we're trying to get those 8 or 9 guys that can play in a ball game and be successful, and he can do that. So we'll see how that goes.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys. See y'all.
Well, when you're talking about the numbers, you meant like
Time's up now.